Hi, I'm Andrew Conway and this is IPA Update. Despite the intense existing competition, global software companies are rushing into Australia, all hoping to grab market share as businesses migrate to online accounting software. These new accounting software players are entering the Australian market, each claiming to offer something special. The IPA's Lucy Stewart has more details.
In a special report for Public Accountant Magazine, business technology journalist Sholto McPherson compares the next generation of accounting software products to the current offerings. The companies already ensconced in the Australasian market include Xero, MYOB, Reckon and Sasu, but McPherson says that accountants are now faced with a growing list of choices to recommend to clients and will encounter new programs selected by clients themselves. Two of the new entrants are sold by the largest makers of accounting software in the world, Sage, which has taken a long time to bring its cloud software, Sage 1, to market, and Intuit, which is the second largest provider of accounting software globally, but the number one in the US, a market it dominates with more than 85% market share. It wrested back the QuickBooks brand from Reckon and has been selling QuickBooks online in Australia for the past year. A third player, J-Curve, is a small business version of the world's biggest cloud enterprise resource program company, NetSuite. Businesses that sign up to J-Curve can keep adding modules until they are using the full version of NetSuite. McPherson believes that in relation to accounting software competition in Australia, it is now game on. The commitment and deep pockets of the new players means the accounting software environment should stay heavily populated and fiercely competitive. Lucy Stewart reporting for IPA Update.
Thanks, Lucy. For Sholto McPherson's detailed analysis of these new products, please click on the link below. The government has announced it will cut red tape for employers by simplifying tax and superannuation reporting obligations through single-touch payroll. On the 28th of December 2014, the Minister for Small Business, the Honourable Bruce Bilson MP, and the Assistant Treasurer, the Honourable Josh Frydenberg MP, announced that the government will cut red tape for employers by simplifying tax and superannuation reporting obligations through single-touch payroll. Under single-touch payroll, employers will be required to electronically report payroll and super information to the ATO when employees are paid using standard business reporting-enabled software. The government has asked the ATO to conduct consultations on the proposals by calling on interested stakeholders to provide submissions in response to its discussion paper, and the IPA will participate in the One Touch Payroll Advisory Committee to support the ATO with the implementation of this initiative. The initiative will have significant implications for any entity that has payroll obligations, and we urge all members to email any comments to tony.greco@publicaccountants.org.au so that we can put together all member concerns within our submission. Please forward these concerns before the end of February, as submissions are due by the 6th of March 2015. As announced in a recent episode of IPA Update, the IPA's amalgamation with the Institute of Financial Accountants in the UK was formally approved by the IFA members late last year. The new IPA group concept is a new approach to the delivery of high-quality, cutting-edge member services using one global infrastructure. The IPA has invested heavily in our own infrastructure in recent years, and this amalgamation provides a foundation for leveraging this investment. As a result of the amalgamation, we now have more than 35,000 members and students around the world. This will provide extensive enhancement to the more than 26,000 IPA members and students, and corresponding benefits to the more than 9,000 IFA members and students. Recently, we caught up with the IFA CEO David Woodgate and asked him what he thought the IPA and IFA coming together actually represents.
What we have done is to create a global SMP, small and medium practice and small and medium enterprise focused professional body, which is based on policy, not on geography. And what that means is we will be able to exploit the voice of the SME and to make sure that the needs of SMEs and SMPs are met no matter where they're based, in the UK, in Australia, or in other parts of the world. We feel very strongly that the small part of SMEs are not properly covered and provided for by other bodies. And it's very much that part of the market that we want to support through this amalgamation of the IPA and the IFA, and also to drive growth in the UK, in Australia and elsewhere.
IFA CEO David Woodgate there. And if you have any inquiries regarding the amalgamation, please contact us at marketing@publicaccountants.org.au. The Institute of Public Accountants has welcomed the Prime Minister's recent announcement that from the 1st of July 2015, small business will receive a company tax cut. The IPA has been advocating strongly for taxation reform to ensure Australia's small businesses are provided fast and effective tax relief to stimulate economic growth. We warmly welcome the Prime Minister's recognition of the importance of reducing the taxation burden on small business. The Prime Minister's announcement of the small business tax cut aligns directly with the IPA's Australian Small Business White Paper recommendation in relation to taxation reform, and we are pleased to have played such an important role in this dialogue. The Australian Small Business White Paper has been developed through extensive partnerships and consultations with other industry groups, governments, regulators, and importantly small business owners and operators. The IPA has engaged directly on the issue of small business taxation, and the widely held view of the hundreds of small businesses consulted throughout our process and the Australian Small Business White Paper summits around the country validates this position. We look forward to continuing our productive work with the Australian Government and of course the Minister for Small Business, the Honourable Bruce Bilson MP, as well as the opposition and crossbench members to ensure that the Australia's small business interests are first and foremost in the eyes of Parliament as part of the first ever industry-led Small Business White Paper, ensuring that Australia becomes truly the best place in the world to start and run a small business. To view the IPA's Australian Small Business White Paper, click on the link in your screen now. Finally, the IPA is pleased to announce a special offer from our National Congress media partner, Independent Financial Advisor Magazine. IFA Magazine, in partnership with the IPA, is pleased to offer all IPA members a complimentary 12-month subscription to its award-winning magazine. Each monthly edition is packed with news analysis, practice profiles, business strategy, expert columns and more. So to take advantage of this special offer, please click on the link in your screen now. And that's all for this episode of IPA Update. If you have any comments or suggestions in relation to future topics, or indeed if you'd like your small business or clients to be analysed, please get in touch. Remember to subscribe to the IPA YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button on your screen now, and to stay in touch with the IPA through our website at publicaccountants.org.au, our digital hub pubact.org.au, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter at IPA Accountants. I'm Andrew Conway. See you next month.